The one where Oli comes home.
Little tongue.
Today is a very special day because
It's puppy day.
our lives are about to change. We are on our way to the breeders to pick up our puppy.
I know. You almost were coming home. You almost were coming home. So's your brother. I'm sorry.
For those of you who haven't seen our first video, we visited this litter when they were just 4 weeks old and were deciding between these two boys. Check out the link in the description if you're curious on how we decided on Joy Boy, also known as Oli. Oli was very excited to see me again.
And information in there. You guys know because you guys work with dogs, so you guys know all about it.
He's so little.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up if you're excited to see our puppy's first day home, and comment below, what is your puppy's gotcha day? You're watching The Healer Boy. In today's video, we're sharing the first 24 hours home with our boy. And if you're bringing a puppy home soon, make sure you stick around to the end of the video, as I'll be sharing my #1 tip you're not going to want to miss. In the meantime, here's some of the cutest content on the internet.
See, this is where he used to sleep in the car when I was driving around shore. Or on my lap. In the car. Yeah.
Hi, boy.
He just. Well, in traffic. Look, I always have to have my hand on him.
Picture of the bags that we had. Or did you guys take pictures?
We said we were, but we didn't.
Okay. So if you want, you can just take a picture of this. This is one of them that I use. This one is a real high protein puppy food. So I like to feed this when they're young. So they get a lot of protein.
Okay.
So that's why their food is so stink.
Okay.
In the beginning. That's one of them.
After chatting with the breeders for a bit and letting Oli say goodbye to his mom and littermates, we headed off to the car.
I know. I know. Hi, baby. Hi. Hi, baby. Oh, goofball.
On our way home, after settling in, Oli found a new love for treats. I had packed a brand new package of Paniolo Pet's green tripe. This is a superfood for dogs and helps boost their immune system, which was great for us as the stress of moving into a new home can weaken a puppy's immune system.
You love your treat, huh, boy? You love your treat. The tripe. He's so cute. Hi, baby. Hi. Hi, hey.
As you can see, Oli is a very vocal puppy. We will be working on training this once he is situated at home. Let us know if you're interested in how we will train him, and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos. If you want to get your pup some green tripe as well, we will add a link to the description below.
We're out of tripe. Yeah. And my little chanter boy is going to start squealing, huh? Oh, yeah. What's up the window?
After Oli finished his tripe, he began to get antsy. I thought he may need to go potty, so we messed around with a potty pad, but it didn't calm him down, and he had no signs that he was actually going to go potty, so we moved on to the next thing I could think of. I'd also packed a squeaker toy, in case he was bitey during the ride, so I tried getting that out to see if it would distract him. But he was not interested. He started to try to climb onto my shoulder. It turns out all he was trying to do was get into the back seat to try and get more tripe. I didn't want to give him too much of a new treat, so unfortunately for Oli, he did not get his wish. But we were almost home, where there would be so much more for Oli to explore.
Such a good boy. Yeah, good boy, Oli. It's okay, buddy. It's okay. You ready to go meet your yard? Come on, buddy. Let's go.
Once we were safely in the yard at home, Oli impressed us by going potty right away.
Go potty, good boy. He's so good.
Wow, that was
He was doing pretty well on his leash for the first time, but the collar I had for him was far too big. Good thing the breeders gave us one that would fit him much better, and we could change it out later. Even though I knew he was small, it was hard to believe how small he really was. Inside, I had prepared a puppy nursery for Oli. This meant he had a full puppy-proof space set up where he could safely explore. Then it was time for some socialization. Getting him used to his collar and leash is important to a successful puppyhood and well-balanced adult dog. As you can see, he was clearly not the biggest fan of this collar, so we tried out the smaller one the breeder gave us.
Hi. Still little Oli boy? Yeah. He's such a good boy. Yeah. Good boy. Good boy. Hi, buddy. What you doing? What you doing?
The day was full of a lot of trips outside, playing with the new toys, and lots of snoozing, of course.
He really likes it. Good job playing, buddy. Good play, bud.
As a part of his nursery, I set up buttons to help him learn to communicate with us without having to be vocal himself. To try and help him learn, we press the appropriate buttons at times in which he is doing a corresponding activity, such as drinking water or going potty. This helps him to associate the tone with the activity, thus learning the word.
Mr. Pants? You're too cute, Mr. Pants.
Today was all about making Oli feel comfortable in his new home and learning the rules of the house. This meant allowing him to explore his space on his own terms and beginning potty training. Here he is exploring his crate. We want to build a positive association with his crate, as he will need to be contained within the crate at various times in the future. Letting him explore on his own terms is a very important part to him forming this positive association. I was very proud of him for not getting spooked by the crinkling of his bed. You might notice that I've changed clothes, and that is because I placed the clothes that I wore to pick him up in his crate, as you can probably see in the corner. This is so he can have familiar smells of his old home. This should help him adjust a little more quickly. I had read the book Perfect Puppy in 7 Days by Dr. Sophia Yin, and in it she highly recommends the Learn to Earn system, in which you use the puppy's food to train them. Because of this, I decided to forgo the traditional food dish and feed Oli directly from my hand. This is his first time eating in this way, and I'm using the opportunity to teach him to be calm, and he'll be rewarded with his food. This process will also work to strengthen our bond and build a relationship between me and Oli.
Good boy.
As you can see by his adorable wagging tail, he really loves his food, so it will be a strong motivator for him. He very quickly learns that sitting gets him what he wants. This is a very important thing to teach your puppy, in my opinion.
Good boy. Ready, boy? Ready, boy?
It was the middle of summer when we got Oli, so it was pretty hot in the afternoon, and Oli was feeling it. We decided it would be a good opportunity to start getting him comfortable with water, and got his pool set up. We only put the tiniest amount of water in the bottom of the pool to not overwhelm him, but still enough to cool him down. Here he is exploring this new environment.
Here, buddy. Here, baby. In the water. In the water. In the water. In the water. It's like a little scared. Is it pink? Good boy!
Go potty.
Proud of my purple. It's a great pool, huh, bud? Here, buddy. Can we go out? Can we go in? Out? Definitely pulled him off. I like that.
Stop. He's out, babe.
Good boy. Break. You got your duck, buddy? You got your duck? Huh, Woody?
Overall, it was a very calm first day at home. which is great, helping Oli to create a foundation of safety in his home and building up his confidence. As nighttime rolled around, he was a tired boy from such a big day, and he gave us each some snuggles before we headed off to bed. The first night went really well. I loved having the soft crate where we could keep the top open to check on him. We moved the crate into our bedroom for the night so Oli wouldn't feel too alone. Puppies are used to being surrounded by their litter mates, so their first night alone can be really scary. Having you close by will help them to adjust. He woke up once in the night for food, as the breeder had warned was a part of his existing schedule, and woke us up again bright and early in the morning, as was part of the breeder's schedule. But there were no accidents in the night, and he slept for a solid 4 hours between his food break and morning wake-up. So I would call that a great success. We picked Oli up on a Saturday, so we had the whole next day to spend with our boy, which looked pretty similar to the previous day, continuing to get Oli acclimated to his new home and allowing him to explore on his own terms. So, now that the first 24 hours are complete, as promised, I will now share my top tip for bringing a puppy home. You may have noticed Oli was wearing an oversized green bandana on the car ride home. This was not just any bandana. When we went to meet Oli and his litter mates earlier in the month, I brought this bandana with me and asked the breeder to keep it by the whelping pen. He did exactly as I asked, and weeks later it hung on the fencing, full of familiar smells. We collected the bandana and placed it in our bag, as Oli said his goodbyes. When we went to the car with Oli, he was leaving his mom and litter mates for the very first time, and he quickly began to show signs of fear. I tried to have him crawl into the car, but everything about his body language said no. That's when we remembered the bandana and got it out of our bag. Oli gave it a few good sniffs, and within seconds his whole body relaxed. It was incredible to watch. I really wish we had caught the moment on camera, but with all our focus on Oli, videoing was the last thing on our minds. However, this will forever be ingrained in my memory, as it was such a cool moment to experience. So, this is my top tip for you. If you're months, weeks, or even years away from picking up your puppy, be sure to give your breeder a piece of fabric to keep by the whelping pen for you to collect and take home on your puppy's gotcha day. If you're currently only days away from picking up your puppy, ask the breeder if there are any towels or blankets near the pen they wouldn't mind you taking. Dogs primarily experience the world through their sense of smell, so it will mean more to them than you can even imagine. I truly think this helped Oli integrate so well into our home and create such a strong attachment with us. Additionally, if your puppy is too far away that you won't be able to meet them before they come home, you could send a bandana directly to the breeder's house and ask that it stays by the puppy once it's born. The bandana is a great choice because it is easy to wrap around the puppy and keep close to their nose for comfort, just as we did with Oli. And once we were home, I placed the bandana in his crate along with my morning outfit so he could know that that was his new home and a safe place to be. I hope you'll try this tip out and let us know how it works. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.